So today we are with a new topic, that is the periodical essays. Okay, the periodical essays are very famous and they go to a lot of popularity in the 18th century. It was Richard Steele who was the originator of the periodical essay. Richard Steele, he was the originator of the periodical essays, and we can say that with the help of his friend Joseph Addison, he started to write these kinds of different periodical essays. Now Daniel Defoe, he published his journal The Review in 1704 to 1713, and that was a weekly journal. He published the essays weekly, means once in a week, and then bi-weekly, that is twice in a week. Then tri-weekly he published, and that was finally he published tri-weekly, means thrice in a week. So main writers of periodical essays are Addison, Goldsmith. They introduced fictional character, and if you try to remember an imaginary character given for the first time by Richard Steele and Joseph Addison, named Roger de Coverley in the Spectator Club. Roger de Coverley, he was an imaginary character, he was a fictional character, and in the essays of Spectator essays that was written by Richard Steele and Joseph Addison. So Joseph Addison and Oliver Goldsmith, they introduced fictional or imaginary characters through their essays. Now the most famous periodicals are the Tatler. It was published in 1709 and it appeared thrice a week. Okay, it appeared thrice a week, means three times in a week. The Spectator and the Guardian, these three periodicals were very famous in the 18th century. And now the main periodical essayists are Joseph Addison, Richard Steele, Jonathan Swift, Alexander Pope, Henry Fielding, and William Congreve. Okay, these are supposed to be the best periodical essayist. Now let us try to know what is a periodical essays, or what are the periodical essays. As I have told you that the periodical essays, they got a lot of popularity, or they came in the 18th century. So the periodical essay is called periodical. Why they are called periodical? Because they appear in journals. Okay, periodical essays are called periodical because they appeared in journals and magazines, which appeared periodically in the 18th century. And the main aim of periodical essay was public rather than private, means they were written for public and they were not written for the personal use. The main aim of periodical essay was social reformation, to give a social message or to uproot the social evils or to reform the society. So the main purpose, the main aim of periodical essays was social reformation. And you can see Joseph Addison's The Spectator. Here we find that through his all essays, he always leaves a good message, or he always makes a satire, makes an attack on the social follies, on the social vices. So the main object of periodical essays was to reform the society or to give a message to the people. These essays were very different from the essays of Montaigne. from the essays of Bacon, Hazlitt or Lamb. And periodical essays, they were very different from the essays of these kinds of writers, because their essays, the essays of Montaigne, Bacon, Hazlitt or Lamb, their essays were published collectively. Okay, their essays were published collectively at one time in a single volume. But the periodical essays, they were not published collectively or at one time. It has all the features of journalism. Periodical essays, they have all the features, all the characteristics of journalism. And that is, what is the feature of journalism? A wider appeal. They appealed to the most of the people. They have an appeal because they provide a message, a lesson to most of the people. So they had a wider appeal and there was a larger coverage. The another quality of periodical essay was brevity. There was a shortness, precision, there was a shortness, and in brief they used to say most of the things. They used to give most of the lessons or message, and their English was also easy to understand. The language what they used in their essays was also very simple. The readers never used or never took the help of a dictionary, or they never took the help of notes to understand their language, and their tone was also very delicate. The style was very elegant. Tone was delicate and the style was elegant. It was the literature of middle classes because they used to give a social lesson, a social message, and their tone, their language was very near to the heart and to the mind of people, to the mind of reader. So we can say that it was the literature of middle classes. Means, for example, Sir Roger de Coverley, and they have double aim. Double aim means they wanted to entertain the people and they wanted to give a social message, but the main aim was social reformation. So through laughter or through entertainment, through amusement, they wanted to improve the society. So periodical essayists, they carried double duty or double purpose, that was to amuse the reader and to improve the society. So that was periodical essays. And Richard Steele and Joseph Addison, they are very popular for these kinds of essays.